Now, buddy, this airplane right here is also a bike. It's also an airplane. It's actually many things. It is also the hardest airplane to fly, I think, and the slowest airplane that we've ever flown, and also the lightest aircraft we've ever flown. Everybody, welcome aboard the McCready Gossamer Albatross. Everybody, in today's video, we're going to talk about human-powered flight. I don't know if you know about the Creamer Prize, which has been a thing since 1959. It kind of is a series of monetary awards for the biggest side quests in the world. In the 1970s, there was this Creamer Prize challenge. You'd won £100,000 if you crossed the English Channel all the way to France land with an aircraft that is fully powered just through muscle. And everybody, the Gossamer Albatross, the plane that we're talking about today, actually managed to do that. The aeronautical engineer of Paul B. McCready Jr., very simple name, designed the airplane, and the athlete of Brian Allen was the pilot, who managed to fly all the way to France land, indeed. Nowadays, you can see the Gossamer Albatross in for example, the Museum of Flight in Seattle. Let's check that out.
Here you go. I found it. It's hanging off the ceiling. Can't really have a close look to it, but it looks quite a bit, more self-made, kind of more custom, kind of like very random in real life, doesn't it?
But we can now hands-on fly it here in X-Plane 12 because the user of Dan Hopgood uploaded his simulator rendition, and it is pretty cool. Yes, everybody, today we're gonna fly the Gossamer Albatross indeed. And I've already got a route prepared. Welcome to the airport of Westray. Yes, you may already know it because it is part of the shortest flight in the world. Here's our departure airport, and here's our destination airport. That's probably quite a sensible route because the top speed of this airplane is only 18 miles per hour, 29 kilometers per hour. All right, so let me check this model out a little bit, in detail. Obviously, we have this cabin right here. I kind of really would like to fly this airplane in real life, but it kind of does reduce your aura, doesn't it? Anyway, let's take a look in the cockpit, and here we can see the simple construction of this plane. So here, of course, we have the pedals. They move, and they move this chain right here, which is then connected just to this powertrain, really, and that powertrain is connected to this propeller. Very simple construction indeed. We have a slight instrument here, which shows our altitude. Maximum is 20 feet, and our speed, maximum 25 knots. Or is that even knots? I'm not sure. We have a very simple battery that turns on the instrument and I guess the radio. And to control this airplane, we have this joystick right here. This makes our plane go up and down, and it moves this, flight control surface. We can of course move left and right using the ailerons, which slightly moves the flight control surface indeed. And we even have rudder, which is controlled through this disc. And this is probably the most effective way of changing your course. This is very much a Wright brothers kind of flying. Now this very simple construction weighs only 30 kilograms. The gross weight, with the pilots for takeoff is 100 kilograms. Immensely light. I mean, it is constructed just using a carbon fiber frame, right? So this is all carbon fiber, with the ribs of the wings, for example, just being made out of foam. Yeah, styrofoam. And the rest of the airplane is practically just plastic, just PET plastic foil. Let me go ahead and actually just start flying. Come on, let's maybe get onto the runway, do things properly. All right, this plane doesn't really steer well on the ground. Okay. Let's just spawn it here. You know what? I wanted to make this a little bit more interesting. How athletically challenging is it to fly a human-powered airplane on this short route? I want to hit the gym and see, could I have made it? In order for this plane to fly, we need 300 watts of power output, so like 0.4 of a horsepower in the pedals in order for the propeller to, spin fast enough so that we fly fast enough for these wings to generate lift. Let's maybe see, can I do this? So let's go ahead and track the time. We're going full power now. 300 watts once again. Yes, and we're going. All right, so Swiss in the gym. Hope you're doing well. We should be able to take off actually right now. Yes, everybody, the human-powered airplane is taking off. I'm very happy. There we go.
All right, so here we go, starting off. This is not going to take forever for sure. I very quickly realized that 300 watts is quite a lot of power. Yes, I'm running at very high torques here to provide that power. It's a lot. Already after a minute, I felt like dying.
Yes, and actually, that's what I was trying to say. This airplane sucks to fly. What I wonder, though, is did the athlete of the plane have a pilot's license? Is this required for human-powered airplane? All right, here we go. Looking good. We're about to leave the island here. It's funny because the runway isn't even over. Great. All right, now we've got water right here. Why is this... Plane is not going where I want it to. I want you to turn left. Problem is, when I move the ailerons to the left, the plane turns right. It's literally inverted. That makes no sense whatsoever. This airplane sucks to fly. All right, all's well. We're at 25 knots right now. Here we have kind of a progress on the map. We're already kind of getting there. Yes, and we're actually moving as fast as, for example, a ferry would. I mean, 20 knots for a boat. That's quite all right. And we definitely are moving faster than a bike would, right? Hey, take a look. We're flying. We're kind of just a little bit banged for no reason whatsoever.
All right, now 4 minutes in. I'm absolutely on the end. And here we go, 6 minutes in. We're already landing, as you can see. And I'm absolutely it's absolutely insane. This fascinates me. I mean, I have no idea how the athlete could keep this rate going for 2 hours and 50 minutes. Yes, it turns out maybe the bicycle airplane is not meant for the regular person who's not an athlete. So no, for your daily commute to work, I don't think this is a very good idea.
All right, we are obviously immensely low. Let's not crash into this thing. It's just kind of close. All right. I'm trying to find the runway here at West Stray. It's right there. It's right to the left of us. Okay, there you go. Let's go ahead and land on that runway. This airplane is immensely hard to steer. Have I already mentioned that? Yes, but we're coming in for a landing. Swiss, how are you doing in the gym? I hope well. Okay, looking good. Yes, and there we go. We're coming in for a landing now. Let's make it smooth. Make it smooth. Make it nice. Yes, everybody, we have landed the Albatross, everybody. I'm very much proud of that. Now, you may be wondering, Swiss, well, you flew way too low. But obviously, this plane flew low. It used the ground effect, which gives you a lot more lift, flying close to the ground. And this is why, for example, in the channel crossing flight, the average altitude was just 5 feet, 1.5 meters above sea. Now, we took, like 10 minutes to do this flight, by the way, which is only 2.8 kilometers long. In real life, the flight only takes like 90 seconds. And the channel crossing in real life at least also is 35 kilometers, which is why the Albatross flight took 2 hours and 50 minutes. Immensely long. The flight really wasn't easy at all. Problems soon began to affect the aircraft and pilot. The athlete's radio failed for a while, and he was only able to communicate with the accompanying boats by hand and head movement. In addition, the athlete's water supply had been estimated only for a 2-hour flight, but because of headwind, the flight took longer than that, 2 hours and 50 minutes, which is why the athlete's water supply ran out, which is why the athlete suffered from hydration and leg cramps, so not comfortable at all. But he did it, ended up landing on a beach and won 100,000 pounds. What a commendable hero, everybody. But I would quite like to find out, how high can we fly? Technically, how high can we climb? I mean, okay, flying a distance, that's one challenge, but how high can we get using just human power and by not taking drugs? All right, there we go. There we go. We've taken off. Let's maybe maintain a stable climb. Here we go. We are at like, what, 7 knots? This is, by the way, an insane construction. Like, the engineer must be a genius for being able to build airfoils that are able to fly at such slow speeds. It's insane. But all right, we're doing well. We are still maintaining our speed while, climbing. That's why I love X-Plane. It has such a trustable flight model. All right, looking good. I've added a data ref right here. This is the feet in AGL, so how high we are above ground. We're measuring height now. Okay. I don't know why that hasn't worked out. I think the pilot might have had a leg cramp or something, but we can just keep flying. By the way, the animation is quite creepy. Jesus Christ. All right, let's maybe try to climb once again. Stable speed, 10 knots. This thing does not have trim. All right, let's keep it good. Let's keep it calm. 41 feet. 42 feet, 45, 60 feet, everybody. Gonna expedite this a little bit. There we go. We've reached 100 feet, 30 meters. All right, there we go. Let's actually just expedite this even further. Try to keep it calm here. Stable climb at 10 knots. 250 feet, looking good. At some point, the pilot might just die. We'll just give him some cocaine. He could keep going. Everybody, this is immensely fun. If this video gets 10,000 likes, I will build my own plane and fly it. Genuinely, I will. This is a promise. And we're able to climb further and further. Yeah, let's take a look at 16 times ground speed. We are able to achieve, there we go, 1,000 feet. Everybody, we are a proper airplane now. So everybody, this is why we need bike lanes in the air. This is great. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this cycling video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, good night.
And a special thanks goes out to my members, my supporters, Guns Killer, R27, James Duram, That Dude, Anime Gods of Gaming, Derek, Insider Plane, Nishijutsu Fighter, Professional Jamal, Ryland Williams, and New the York. You've got beautiful names.